I was recording the video and I accidentally connected my phone to my Bluetooth or something in my truck, and it stopped the video. But you know, on this Saturday I'll probably well, more than likely I'll be going to the co-op to pick up fertilizer. You know, if the weather changes, I won't do it. But as of right now, I'll be going to the co-op on Saturday to pick up fertilizer with the weather how it is. And I found a portion of the field that I'm going to fertilize. I'm going to be fertilizing this portion of the field, and I'd say it's probably about 15 acres. I would say it's about 15 acres, and I'm gonna get started on this. And once I get started on this, you know, I think here in about 2 weeks I will be bringing my cattle out here, probably in about 2 weeks. I got my security system ordered. I got a couple of you know, my whole thing about the security system is that when I have a security system, I like to layer it, right? You know, I like to have multiple ways of securing the things that I'm doing. You know, I don't just rely on one security system. And so I got two security systems, and they're going to overlap, and so they're going to work in conjunction with each other. And you know, I got my security systems on the way. I got them. I got a good deal on them for Black Friday. And so and you can tell, you know, I got some good grass coming in, right? And so if I come in and I fertilize this, I mean, this grass, it's obviously not it's not accumulating biomass at a very optimal rate. I mean, if you take a look at it, it's still very thin, and it's not very very prolific, right? But there is definitely grass in here, and if I fertilize it properly and I grow the grass, I'll be able to grow the grass out, and I'll be able to run the cattle on it. And so I'll be able to accumulate some substantial biomass. It won't be the greatest, but it also won't be the worst. I got my security systems coming in, and then I'm going to be putting my security systems in on this field. And then once I do that, I'll be bringing my cattle out here. And well, here probably in about 2 weeks, I'll be bringing my cattle out here. You know, I'm going to have the security systems put in place, and then you know, I'm gonna get after it. You know, in terms of a business plan, the big idea for right now, the big idea is to effectively just make as much money as I can, right? I've always said that in terms of money, you know, it's like if you have money, you can go and buy whatever you want, right? I mean, there are, you know, everything is not for sale, right? I've always talked about this in terms of a spiritual aspect. I mean, in terms of you know, not selling your soul to the devil for money and things like that. Everything is not for sale. There is not a price on everything, right? Everything does not have a price. But in terms of the things that do have a price, I mean, if it does have a price, then you can then money will solve it. And so, you know, and as far as money goes, that's what money's good for, right? And if you take a look from right here, about all the way back that way, all of that is this grass. Effectively, I would say about 80% or more of this field from here all the way to about over there on the camera is effectively this grass. And so this is the portion of the field that I'm going to fertilize. And then I'm not going to be putting any grass seed on this field, but I am going to fertilize this portion of the field, and then I'm going to put the cattle on it. And you know, and the big idea with money as of right now is to just make as much money as I can, right? I'm going to make as much money as I possibly can, and then I'm just going to go into, I'm going to continue forward. You know, I've always said that my whole big thing is that I don't ask for you know me, I don't ask you know, I don't ask a man for their opinions about my life, all right? I don't ask for you know, I don't find my peace in man, all right? That's what I've talked about. You know, the thing about me is that I don't ask a man for, you know, to give me peace, right? I don't find my peace in man. I've already talked about this. It's more important that I do right by God. And you know, I've found my peace with God. I've gone, you know, and I've thought about it, and what am I gonna do, and et cetera, and you know, I got all these things that I'm looking to, you know, to do my due diligence, and et cetera, right? I'm not gonna sell my soul to the devil. And right now, the big idea is to just make as much money as I can, right? I'm looking to make as much money as possible. I'm not selling my soul to the devil to do it. I'm not gonna, you know, whatever it may be, right? I'm not going to, you know, I'm not gonna go and whatever, right? I'm not gonna, you know, me, I've already, you know, I'm not gonna ask a man for peace, and, you know, I'm gonna find my peace with God. And And it's about time, right? I've been planning this for almost probably 6 months now. I've been planning this for about 6 months, and so you know, we're right around that that part. We're right around that corner where it's like I'm about to turn the corner, and when I turn the corner, it's time to get going. And so you know, here in about 2 weeks, I'll be bringing cattle out here. I'll be bringing cattle out here, and then I'm gonna start running cattle on this land. I'm gonna make as much money as I possibly can. I would say that I'm gonna go in the net positive about in terms of the business side of things. I will probably go net positive. I would anticipate about 100,000 liquid cash by about December of next year. And then I'm gonna continue to move forward, right? This is not my end all be all. I'll be buying more land and etc., etc. And so you know, I'll be ready to go. But I do have you know, this is good though. You know, I do have some grass coming in. That's always good. I got grass coming in. I also have a lot of old grass that's just dying on the field, and it's stockpiled itself. And you know, the cattle will still eat the grain heads off of this and stuff. And so I mean, it's effectively just hay at this point in time. This dead grass is effectively just hay. And so the cattle will still eat it. Are they going to put on a lot of weight with it? Not really, right? But I mean, me coming through here and fertilizing this field, it's going to do a lot to increase the in terms of increasing the feed qualities of the grass. It will do a lot to increase the feed qualities of the grass. And then you know, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna make as much money as I can. I have a good plan, right? I'm gonna stick to the plan, and you know, I've done my due diligence, and you know, it's about the time to start getting this whole thing rolling. And then I'm gonna make as much money as I can. All right, I'm gonna make as much money as I can, and then I'm gonna go and buy myself some more land. That's the plan. And if things change, I will let you know. All right, I will make a video and I will say things have changed, and they have changed because of these reasons, and this is how it's happening. All right. And the thing about me is that you know, I think that and I talked about this a long time ago, but it's like, if you have somebody who is like legitimately, they're in it to do it, or they're gonna die trying, you can kind of tell. And that's how you also want to turn out to be, right? I mean, if you look like somebody who's gonna jump off the ship when it starts to go down, I mean, you're gonna there is, you know, you're effectively gonna come off like that. But one thing you're gonna find out about me is that I either do it or I die in the process. All right, that's how my mind works. Don't ask me why. That's how I do it. You know, and you're gonna find the thing about me is that it's either the ship sails or I go down with it, right? I've talked about this in the past, but that's just how I am. All right, and so me, you know, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get after it, and it's time to get rolling. And so I'm good to go. I don't feel any sort of you know, because I was talking about this yesterday. I don't know if I was talking about this yesterday or the day before, but I'll be investing close to about $750,000 to about $1 million in the next 365 days. And I've already made my peace with the idea. You know, I've thought about it, and I was like, you know, I'm not scared. I'm not nervous. I don't feel anything. All right. You know, I understand that I'll be investing about $750,000, $1 million over the next 365 days. And I don't feel any fear. I don't feel any sort of negative emotion. I don't feel happy or nothing. I legitimately feel nothing. And I think that this is a very important concept in terms of a spirituality kind of thing. And it's like, why do I always say find your peace with God? And it's because you're gonna have to keep your peace. If you ever lose your peace, if you ever lose your peace, you will start sliding down the hill very quickly. If you ever lose your peace, this is from what I believe. All right, and I've always said you have to find your peace with God, because you're not gonna find your peace with man. You know, I would suggest that you don't find your peace with man. It doesn't work. I mean, a lot of men are idiots. Most men are idiots. And, you know, you should find your peace with God, and you should always keep that peace, all right? You shouldn't sell your soul to the devil. I mean, it doesn't work, right? I mean, don't sell your soul to the devil. keep your peace with God, find your peace with God, keep that peace, and then always keep that peace. Because if you lose your peace, if you lose that peace, then it turns into hell very quickly. All right, I think that is very important. And me, when I talk about this, it's like me, I actually feel nothing. I don't feel happy, I don't feel sad, I don't feel excited, I don't feel scared, I don't feel anything. I'm just ready to go. And so I understand what I have to do. I got a good plan. I've done my due diligence. We're right around the time where it's about time for me to turn that corner. And when it's about time to get rolling, and I'm gonna make myself a boatload of money. All right. And so that's it for me today, YouTube. Y'all have a good one.